Alright, what is going on, everybody? This is Georgia MC, and yes, today we are looking at what I think are the top 5 classic McFarlane figures missiles. So, in the action video that I did a little while ago, it was basically like, here are the best play features that aren't, exclusively missiles. Well, I decided let's actually look at the missiles, and the ones that really stand out the most. So we are going to go in order of number 5 to number 1. So we are going to start off not with her. She's going to take a little nap because I don't want her to fall over. We're going to look at this guy first for the number 5 pick. This is the manga clown. And yeah, he looks absolutely disgusting, but that's kind of the idea. So his missile is right here. And I like how it looks kind of like a crab claw. So it kind of fits into the design. It looks really good. And it's a simple enough feature, you just pull it back, and then you let it go, and, you kind of get the idea. So, it's not exactly the best. It's kind of old, been in the package for a very long time, but, yes, you kind of get the idea. I just like how it looks, and also how you can kind of play it into the design that, this part can hinge, so it kind of looks like a claw on its own, and so I like that about it. It's not exactly the best function, but when they all essentially do the same thing, I think you have to look for what makes it unique, So that's why this guy is my number 5 pick. And then for my number 4 pick, we have essentially the one that started it all. We have Cygor. And yeah, I like this guy's play feature, his missile feature. So you can store the missile right up here if you don't want to use it. But if you do want to use it, you can just slide it on in here. And then it actually pivots, so you can have it go down, you can have it go up, or you can have it go straight forward. And yeah, it's a simple enough feature where, you just kind of pull it back and then let it go. And then obviously that one works a lot better. But yeah, so I just like how you can pivot it. And I also like how it looks like this, kind of like this high-tech, like rocket launcher type thing. I like that look. And I also, having it be over his shoulder, it kind of gives me like Predator vibes, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I also like the feature that you can store it on here, so you could pretend like if you had more than one missile, you could pretend that like, he can fire 2 off at once, so you could put the other one in there. Something like that. And so yeah, so that and the pivot feature, that's why this guy is my number 2 pick. So there you go. Then for my number 3 pick, you probably saw this coming, but yeah, we're looking at my first classic McFarlane figure with Jessica Priest, but not because of this figure by itself, but rather because of her backpack that can transform into a turret. So, yeah, basically what you can do with this, if you're not familiar, is you can pivot this. You can have it go down, you can have it go up, and you could have it go even the other way if you wanted. So you could have it go like that. And of course, you just, pull it back and then let it go, and then that's the kind of thing. So, yeah, like I said, I like how you can pivot it, and I also like how you can store it all up. So if you don't want, this massive thing, you can just close it on up, and obviously this will detract from the play feature for, a certain degree. But what you can do is you can actually plug it into her back, like so. Then what you can do after that is if you wanted, I know this wouldn't really make the most sense, but what you could actually do, so you could fold down this leg right here, then you could have this fold down, I guess, or you could take it off, whatever. And then you could actually pivot it behind you. So what you could actually simulate there is that she's like shooting people with her gun facing forward, and then she's also taking out enemies from behind with her missile. So it adds something really interesting to that, and yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's why Jessica Priest is my number 2 pick. Very, very fun. So there's that. And then my number 2 pick is this guy. Yeah, this guy right here. This is Crutch. The Crutch Man. So the villain to end all villains. I don't want Jessica Priest to break. There we go. Alright, so this guy, and if you saw my action video, you probably know why this guy is so high on this list. It's because his play feature is actually really well hidden. So there is this button right here, which kind of makes it obvious, but if you don't see that, you actually can't tell that this guy can shoot something out. But yeah, so what you can do is you can just pivot his leg forward, you can pull on this thing, and then it will do something It will do something. I know it will do something. Yeah, so you can just kind of, let it go like that. But, yeah, so I personally prefer this style of, missile. I don't really like the one where you have to pull it back and then you let it go. I like the one where you just push a button and then it shoots off. So there's that. Why he's, my number 2 pick, but there's also the thing that, he is, that his, feature is well hidden. And also, let's not forget the fact that this guy is the bane of Spawn's existence. So, yeah, we'll figure out that later. But, yeah, so there you go. That's why Crutch is my number 2 pick. Then my number 1 pick is the one who was previously taking a nap because she had to wait to be number 1. And, yeah, this is She Spawn here. And, I mean, I feel like the number 1 pick is obvious because, she has this massive thing on her back. And, you can detach it, you can have it be its own thing. But, yeah, I feel like this being the shoulder-mounted dinosaur dragon thing, cannon, like, behind her back, shooting out this massive bone, it's like, I feel like this one has to be number 1. So, yeah, you just shoot it, and then it just launches out. So I like that feature, how you can just push a button, and then it goes. And then I also like the feature that it just looks, this thing looks powerful. Like, it looks like this thing would deal some massive damage to you. So I like that. And because of that, she is my number 1 pick. So there you go, top 5 missiles. So if you enjoyed this, then you can definitely leave a like. You can let me know in the comments what you think. If you think another figure had a better feature, or if you agree with these being the top 5, but maybe you change out the order, it's all good. If you want to see more content like this, you can definitely subscribe. Stay tuned for future content that will be coming. Maybe not right away, but it will be happening relatively soon here. But yes, that's all I have. So I do hope that you enjoyed, and I do hope that I will see you all later. Goodbye.